Okay, day 3 of 3Sing and shop improvements, and this is what I'm going to work on today. Clearly this doesn't fucking work. Can barely even get in and out here. So most of this stuff, most of these boxes are a customer's stuff that I work on kind of in between shirt jobs when I have a chance, kind of thing. Sort of, for a friend, for a friend's company. So they've been here for a while because I didn't really have any other place to put them. That was they were supposed to have gotten done faster than I've been able to. This year, my winter got crazy busy, and then the pandemic happened, and it just screwed up everything. All that was supposed to have been done like last February was my plan, and it just didn't happen. So I've just sort of been chipping away at it. And then a lot of this is like, some of this stuff is things that just got here yesterday that are going to be printed later this week. But what I used to do and should still be doing, and I'm going to get back to that now, is as soon as boxes come in, I count through them, make sure that everything's there. I haven't been doing that for a long time because my system was such a mess. A lot of this stuff is also like there's things in here. This is stuff to make a filtration unit, but like, why is it just piled here? Like, I'm not going to get around to that for a little while, but I need a better place for it to be currently. So I'm going to deal with this. I think what I'm going to do today, first thing here, is come back here and kind of, this area was kind of my flat stock printing area, and bags and stuff I print here, paper bags. So I think what I'm going to do, though, this is kind of just a waste of space and materials. I mean, this is transfer powder for plastic cell transfers, which I do for hats once in a while. But I can come up with a better place for that to be. This ink should be on that shelf. This box was here when I rented the room. It's not even, I don't use it for anything. It's just taking up space. So I'll either move that out of here or just find a different spot for it. And then I think I'll stack a lot of the stuff that was up there from my friend's job. I'm going to stack that back here because this is where I print it, is back here. Why is it in the entryway? That's stupid. And then I think I might use this table. Well, if there's room up front there after I get all those boxes out, I might put this table up front where those boxes are, use this table for counting in shirts when they come in, instead of using it for my printing table, because it's a little big for that. I don't need that big of a table, honestly. So if I use that smaller table here, it'll give me a little room next to it to stack some boxes that are kind of like, they've already been counted in up there, but then they're waiting to be printed. You know what I mean? So put everything on the table that I'm going to be printing today, print it. That goes back up there, waiting for pickup. And then the boxes here are the next thing that goes on to the table. Printed, up there. Next thing out of the table, printed, up there. And then as soon as deliveries come in, they get counted there and immediately brought here, stacked, ready to print. That's just a better flow than everything kind of jammed up there. There's things waiting to be, there's actually a couple boxes up there waiting to be picked up too. So it's kind of like in with everything, I mean, it's been working, but again, it's kind of like, it's not as good as it should be. It's working, but it's not working well. So let's fix that today. All right. I'll see you shortly. All right. So here's the after. You can actually kind of get in here easier. That way UPS guy can just come and just drop boxes here. And all this stuff here, the next thing I'm doing is counting in. So now I have a space to count in put them in boxes, you know, bring them over here once they're counted in. I can, you know, sort them by job. I think all of this is actually one job, but normally, you know, boxes are a mix of stuff. So normally would sort into different boxes per job and then be able to bring them over here to the press area, and they would go here. You know, these boxes are for that job. I got a stack. Stack will happen over there. I got to figure out something for that better, but I mean, this is temporary crap. But yeah, boxes would come here just while they're waiting, you know, or underneath here, or both, depending on how many there are, and then go onto the table to print. You know, I've got this set up here now for, I tape up screens on this table before they go to press, which, you know, being a one-man shop, like, that's fine, because, you know, if I'm taping up screens, obviously I'm not printing, you know, but when I get another person in with me, then, you know, like, that'll be at my new shop, and I'll have a separate area for taping up screens, like right next to the screen making area. We'll have that. So for now, though, I've got, you know, tapes and materials right here, so I can just, you know, stand here, tape up my screens, do my thing, get them on press. So yeah, that is a better flow, having an area up there for it instead of a giant pile of stuff that doesn't need to be there. So that giant pile of stuff that was up there, it, you know, was able to clean this out, cleared it out, made room to walk, swept everything. So this is that pile of boxes that was up in the front. It didn't need to be up in the front. It needs to be back here because I print it back here. I just bought this last week before. Bigger flash unit because my flash is dinky and too small. So bigger flash, automatic swing box, you know, foot pedal activated, timer, all that stuff. Big upgrade for me. Still, you know, not the greatest flash, but an upgrade. So that's going to let me do more stuff. The only thing is, it's needs a 20 amp circuit, and I don't currently have one in here to even plug it in to see if it works. So, you know, they assured me it worked. We'll see. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll have to replace the IR panel. Other than that, these things are pretty simple to fix. So hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I mean, it was cheap, so not a big deal. Need to deal with that still. But yeah, and then I just moved crap that was over there, taking up space, is now here taking up space. But I try not to use, this is an old warehouse building, and you can see that crackle light right there. That's a gap between the floor and the third story above me. So when people are up there doing warehouse type stuff, crap gets knocked down here all the time. Dirt, bits of brick, dust, wall stuff falls down, and so I try to keep everything away from the wall anyway. So I don't really use this area anyway. So not a big deal. I mean, this stuff was just collecting dust over there. Now it's just going to collect dust over here. It's fine. Yeah, this guy was here. I kind of move it back and forth between there and here. Like if I'm printing posters or things like that I need the rack for, then I print here. But I also print paper bags, and I run those through my dryer because they're only one color, and so I can jet dry them. So I move that over here when I'm doing bags. But this is rickety. This is just a little thing that I kind of is a drafting table, and I just slapped my press on top of it years ago and never improved that. So once I move the shop, I'm going to make a nice cart that's on wheels for this thing, and has like a little bit of an angle. I mean, this has a bit of an angle, but since it's on a drafting table, you know, these don't hold up very well. So it kind of slips, and the angle will get screwed up, the height will get screwed up. So when I move, that'll be on wheels. I'll be able to wheel it right over to the dryer when I need it, tuck it away when I don't, or when I'm printing posters, it's over there. Yeah. Cleaned up the cords a little bit, minor stuff like that. The big table that was here, I had boxes of shirts under there that were like test prints and, you know, scrap shirts basically. And I mean, they just have been piled. I mean, there's more under there even. I got 2 boxes under the dryer too. You know, I kind of keep them thinking, well, I'll use them for rags or whatever. But I mean, I'm constantly producing rags. Like, I don't need to save them. So, like, I don't know. I got to get a better system for that. There's some shirts where I want to kind of keep them as samples to show people, but it just sticks around too long. So I need a better system to cycle them through. I don't know, I'll figure that out eventually. But I was able to clear out like 2 garbage bags full of, you know, just shirts that were covered in test prints. Like every open area of the shirt had a test print on it. So I got rid of those, you know. Yeah, I mean, all of that took 2 hours. I was shooting for an hour a day of doing this stuff. You know, the timer goes off for an hour. I go, damn it, I'm not even close to done. I want to keep going. I want to finish this. So I hit 30 more minutes. That timer goes off. Like, damn it, I'm not quite done yet. I want to keep going. And then you set it for another half hour. So I ended up with 2 hours today. But it was a lot of cleaning. Like, there was dust and lint. Just piles of lint everywhere. So, I mean, now I can walk fully around the press. Yeah. Hopefully a better flow. I'm happy with that for now, you know. I think next step is going to be, tomorrow is going to be the computer office art area, because this is completely ridiculous. And all day today I have to be over here outputting films on this thing that I hate and want to hit with a sledgehammer. That's a whole other story. But I gotta be over here working today, and this doesn't look like a nice place to work, does it? So I'm gonna be, I don't know, maybe I should have started with this today, but I really wanted to get that done and that done. So this is tomorrow. All right. Bye.